We're here with Harpinder Singh, a partner at Innovation Endeavors and the CEO of Slice. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Amar. It's a pleasure to be here.
So how did you become an entrepreneur?
So my journey is a little bit different from most other entrepreneurs. I met my co-founders at Stanford Business School back in 2000, and we were working together on a business plan before we graduated, and that idea did not pan out, but we really enjoyed working together as a team. So we were essentially a team before an idea.
Right.
And we all decided to commit 6 months. We decided to say no to the jobs, and we invested some of our own money and went through a structured search process for about 6 months. We looked at a few different spaces, several different ideas, and our benchmark was, can we get excited about something ourselves, and do we want to spend the next 6-7 years doing it? So that's what we did. We created a company called Fiber Tower. It was a wireless infrastructure company, which we built and sold after about 6 to 7 years. And we took some time off, and the same team came together. And we did the same exact process, looked at a few different spaces, a few different ideas, and created Slice out of it. And the common theme was we, at that time, felt that wireless was growing a lot, and e-commerce receipts were growing, and we felt that data would be very valuable. So that's what we've done 2 times now.
So how do I determine that my idea is the right idea to build a business around?
So as an investor and as a founder, the answer may be somewhat different. As an investor, I am definitely trying to see, is this potentially a big market, a high growth market? Does it give you enough room for exploration and for errors? So that's one thing that's important. And then the second is, do you have some defensibility, at least for a few years, till you create room for yourself? And as a founder, there's a couple of other factors that become important. I mean, as a founder, it's not always clear from the beginning, is this a big market, is this like a mega market, and so on. So you generally want to pick big markets, but you're picking problems that you can relate to personally. And I like to pick problems that have some kind of defensibility around technology or around the data component. So you want to create some barrier that the guy sort of across the street just can't do overnight.
So should an entrepreneur find a small niche or think big from the start?
It depends on how you define niche. Snapchat is niche.
Right.
Instagram is niche, but these are big companies. I think there's a couple of different ways to think about it. I have friends who have acquired small companies and $10 million revenue companies and grown them to $30, $50 million revenues and grown the EBITDAs, and they've created a lot of shareholder value. I think the traditional Silicon Valley would look at that and say, hey, that's not big. So if you're thinking technology, if you're thinking Silicon Valley, especially if you're thinking about raising venture capital, then I think the bar is different. People are looking for billion-dollar plus outcomes. And there, by definition, you're looking for big markets, ability to accumulate large user bases, and so on. So it really depends on what your strengths are. Are you more of an operator that wants to optimize? Are you more of an innovator that wants to sort of create magic and have this thing that can just sort of grow to be something unimaginable? And there are trade-offs. It depends on how much capital do you want to raise. It depends on what kind of employees will you attract, how much ownership will you retain, and really what is the core competence of the business. Is it design and product? Is it operations? Is it sales? So it really, I think there is no one answer to this. People have created a lot of shareholder value from what might seem small versus what seem like mega hits.